Jeff having a talk about Minecraft while playing Wheel.
Okay, Jeff, now we're recording.
Okay.
Hey guys, this is WandCow here with another episode of Mad Matt's Minecraft. I am here looking for where my portals are, because my portal gun, I guess, was put away, which I think put up the portals, which is an interesting phenomenon. I'm not sure where I put it, so I'm not going to worry about it. We'll deal with that later. Okay, guys. Today, we're going to talk about D&D while playing Minecraft. I've been kind of meaning to do this for a while, and there will be 2 of these episodes back to back in a row. We're also going to go over to the jungle, get some cocoa beans and some jungly wood, set up a farm so that one of these days we can make chocolate bee frames things. So yeah. I play D&D every Thursday, which is why I'm not on Thursday nights, or at least not on for long. It's a lot of fun. I really like playing it. And right now, I am the Dungeon Master, the guy who's in charge of telling the story. And I have another channel, and during the Mad Matt's March Madness was totally linked down below that nobody went to, where I talked a lot about D&D. Because I do a lot with it. I think about that probably close to the same amount I think about Minecraft. I do a lot of it. Anyway, you should totally go and check some of those out. But I wanted to do a D&D report because I'm stopping that other channel because nobody goes to it. And I'm going to move some of that content here. So anyway, we're going to actually jump back a couple of weeks ago for the story that I want to tell. Now, in the party, we have a couple of people. The first is actually the people on the server know him as Inferno's Bane. My good friend Paul, who plays a Minotaur named Tanith. And he has an airship called the Gantrathor, which is a name he stole from somewhere. But it sounds really cool. And he has a lot of people that fly with him. And one of them recently was a Dragonborn. That was just kind of tagging along, doing stuff. I can't remember why the Dragonborn was coming along, but he was. And so the Dragonborns are like dragon humanoid mixes, human mixes. And so they have a dragon breath weapon. Means that when this guy wanted to, he could open up his jaws and send forth a large gouge of flame, which he did to great effect, but not against my monsters. He tended to do it in a place where it would hurt the party, which was kind of funny sometimes that he did it. But then after a couple times of doing that, people in the party stopped trusting you. And so, yeah, no one in the party really trusted him and didn't want to stand around. And my sister was also in it, and she was playing an assassin and was contracted. There was a lot of story that went on. I'm not going to share it all here because you guys probably don't care. And it was a couple weeks ago. I've told the story a bunch. I'm kind of sick of telling it. But my sister arranged effectively for this guy to get killed. And, I have... I'm not doing this story justice. I'm really not. But, it's kind of a little bit of a quandary as to whether or not I should have stopped it, because I could have, except the guy was acting really stupid, and it was his character needed to die. I hadn't ever killed. In fact, I'm playing D&D 4th edition. If anybody knows about it, it's kind of hard to die. You have to do some pretty serious stuff to die, and he did. And because of items that he had and whatever, it was kind of an irrevocable death where he could not come back to life. He could not, they couldn't cast a spell and respawn him without spending a lot of effort. And so, yeah, it was just an interesting thing where I could have stopped. I could have saved his character's life and forced it, but instead I let the party go and do stuff on their own and deal with it. And let me tell you that, as sad as it was that his character died, it's a story that I'm going to remember for a long time. And it would not surprise me if, he remembers it from a long time. And all the participants, everybody who was there. uh, keep that in their minds. I can't remember who was talking about it. I think it was oh gosh, let me think. Let me think. I'm gonna try and. Oh, yep. It's in the XDM book. There's totally a link down below. And what it is, one of the things in there is that people don't necessarily remember an easy victory, but they will remember an epic lose. You know, if they are standing up to mundane forces of evil and they beat them, well, that's what heroes do. But if they stand up to easy, forces of evil and they lose in the most wretched way possible, then uh, then that's something that they'll remember. The more interested the characters get into the story, uh, the more the players remember, and the better time has had. Because that's what D&D is all about. Not necessarily winning and beating people up, but having fun. And it's something that I've definitely been trying recently. I've recently changed my DMing style. And, nowadays it is a lot more fun. And this last week, I'm not going to make it 2 videos apparently. I'm apparently going to talk about it all right here. And I keep running into things and taking damage, and that's not fun. And I still have some jetpack. I'm looking for a little bit more jungle sapling, just so I'll have it. But this last Thursday was like the first time that we've gotten together and really played with new characters. My sister's assassin, we kind of phased her out, and now she's this kind of a crazy halfling hobbit thing, and I'm kind of trying to persuade her into a character attitude change, but I don't know if that'll happen. And then the guy who was been playing a Dragonborn is now playing this, noble Elegant fighter based off of Korean warriors or something like that. I don't know. He's kind of weird like that. But he's probably listening too, because he listens to this stuff more than a lot of people in my D&D group. Hi, Jordan. Anyway, he's playing this Elegant guy who's supposed to be all serious and stuff, and I took them to a zoo, and it was really stupid, and I've had a really stupid quest giver for a while, and I think it's time to move away from that. I don't know if I'll ever, go back and finish. I'm going the wrong way. I don't know if I'm ever going to go and finish off kind of the story seeds I'd started there. But I had this guy whose name was Herschel, and he had a bit of a Yiddish accent that I can't do right now while recording because I can't do accents while recording. It's really annoying, but I would like to get better at it. Anyway, this Herschel guy had a zoo or a rundown zoo of magical creatures, and it all started with this, something that I called the Platinum Elk, that everybody was supposed to go, and they were supposed to go and chase it down and capture it, and it was going to be a Wile E. Coyote type of thing, and I thought it was going to be a lot of fun, but then the party obviously was not going to do it. They were seeing how far they could push not wanting to do it. And it turns out they could push it really far, and they got in their time-traveling airship, because that's what they totally have, and decided to leave. And, but the Eladrin was trying to take the old man's silver flute with him. And we were like, hey, you need to give it back. And he's like, no, I'll buy it from you or something like that. But the way he phrased it made it sound like he was extorting the old man. Like, pay me money and I'll give it back. And eventually the old man attacked him. And then he threw the... got full again. I need to automatically empty this. He threw this magical flute at the guy. And I don't, for those of you who play Dungeons and Dragons, you'll understand what a critical fail is. For those of you who don't, it's a bit of a hard concept. But when you roll a d20, a 20-sided die, to determine how well you do things, there's 2 numbers on there that are important. One is a natural 20, meaning that you did very well, and then one is a nat 1, meaning that you didn't do very well at all. And he had rolled a nat 1. And so I had to like stop. I dealt with a couple other people because I totally split the party up a little bit. It's just how I do it. I think the golems will be able to get that. And so everyone was running around doing stuff. And finally, I'm like, okay, I can't think of anything worse to do to you. When you throw the flute, you throw it really hard, and it hits the old man in the face, and he falls over and he stops moving. You killed him. And the look on his face, because one of the things that his Dragonborn had done that had caused him, well, death, was to, he had killed somebody. And he had been, marked evil by the rest of the party, and they abandoned him. And the look on his face as he realized that he just killed somebody and that his character was going to get abandoned again was the most priceless thing. It is now my favorite memory of D&D. It was beautiful. And then we had to go and do some timey-wimey stuff with their time machine. And effectively, I'm letting him play his character's father as the exact same character because I'm really nice. Yeah, but I didn't kill off his second character. I mortally wounded his character's reputation, which I think is a lot cooler. And that was a lot of fun. I really like playing D&D. If any of you guys have questions about D&D, please feel free to ask. If any of you guys have questions, what we did in this video, where we went and got some Jogo wood, getting some cocoa beans, and we set them up on the golem farm, so hopefully golems will put cocoa beans in my food chest that I probably ought to go and start processing. And make an auto-processing unit thing for it. Yeah, leave those comments too. I like comments. Comments are cool. So you guys stay online, and I will see you next time.